You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of LadyJ Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Everybody, this is Dr. Lady J. Welcome to another edition of What Up Baltimore. We've been rolling this week. Tonight, we have a really special guest. This is Chef Danielle, all right? So we're going to talk to her for a few minutes, and then she's going to cook something. So I know a lot of you have talked to me before about, because I was doing my own little cooking thing, but now I have a chef on here who can cook, and you'll be able to ask her some questions. So feel free to comment. I'm going to also put the number on the screen in case you want to call in. You are able to call in. You can also put your comments in the chat box, and that way we'll be able to talk to you as well. But yeah, so tonight, Chef Danielle is here, and she's going to be cooking now. This is what I want to say to you also, everybody. She's in a contest. And so I'm going to get her to tell you a little bit about the contest, because if you like cooking shows, you will really be interested in this contest that she's in. So Chef Danielle, first of all, welcome to What Up Baltimore.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Everybody, the number is up on the screen in case you want to call in and ask Chef Danielle some questions. So first of all, tell us about this contest that you're in.
First of all, thank you so much, Lady J. Good evening, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. So the contest is presented by Carla Hall. If you are familiar with Carla Hall, she has been a host on a show called The Chew that was on a few years back, and now currently she does a lot of host appearances on the Food Network. She is presenting this competition in conjunction with the James Beard Foundation. The James Beard Foundation aims to gain equitability and sustainability in the hospitality industry. They provide educational programming, and again, just look throughout the industry to see where they can step in and make it more equitable. Mm-hmm. So that's what the competition supports. But everyone can vote daily for me. Maybe Lady J will put the link up on her page or direct you to my page. I'm currently in second place. The competition, my group, started out with 93 participants, and each week they narrowed it down further, and now we're up down to the top 5. And I'm in second place currently, hoping to get number 1. But I need, I need all of you to help make that happen, because right now it's all public voting that gets me to the next level. As we go through each phase, they reveal what comes next. So when I make it to first place, then more will be revealed about what happens next. But I believe a trip to New York is in the works. But I'm just really eager to just be part of anything that's in the culinary realm. I've been very interested in culinary arts since I was 14, making fruit pizzas with a good friend of mine, and making them badly, but making them. And ever since then, just anything I can watch on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or whatever has culinary aspect to it, I am there and watching.
So, and the top prize is $25,000, right?
Yes, $25,000 spread in a magazine, and also a one-on-one cooking session with Carla Hall.
Okay.
And the magazine is Taste of Home. Excuse me.
Taste of
Home.
Home. Okay. So before we go any further, make sure you tell everybody how they can go and vote for you, and then we'll keep saying it. But at least while we're on, they can go and vote. Everybody, while you're listening, or if you're watching this later, make sure you vote. Okay.
Yes. So again, it's a pretty specific link. I can either read the link out, or I don't know if we're able to attach it somewhere.
I'll attach it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll attach it.
Because you have to click on that specific link. You can't just go to favoritechef.com. The specific link will take you directly to my page, and you can either enter a daily free vote. And please, if you remember, please vote daily, because every vote counts. And even tonight, each vote counts twice. They do something called double voting, and today is a day until 9 p.m. Eastern time that they will offer double votes. So you vote once, and I get 2 votes, and it really, really helps me out. If you choose to donate to the James Beard Foundation, any denomination, it will double the votes as well. So each dollar counts as 1 vote. So if you are so inclined to donate $3 or $4, that's 6 or 8 votes for me, and that $3 or $4 does go to help the hospitality industry that has been hit so very hard, as many industries have, but the hospitality industry in particular hit so hard in these past couple of years.
And what is your goal in doing all of this? Do you want to open up your own restaurant, or, what would you like to do?
I won't say that that's out of the question. Right now, my fiance and I, Hugh Williams Photography.
Yes.
Please reach out to him. Right now, we have a nonprofit called For Art's Sake, and For Art's Sake reaches out to all ages, but our focus is going to be adults who are looking to reinvent themselves, especially post-pandemic. Okay. Reinvent themselves in the arts. So not just any field, but if there's somebody that wants to go into culinary arts, if someone wants to be a photographer or an artist or a makeup artist or what have you, we want to provide the resources, the tools, the education that they can feel comfortable and confident branching out into that new field.
Oh, wow. So what are the ages to be involved in that program?
Well, For Art's Sake, like I said, is available for all ages. Okay. The reason that our niche is going to be adults is because, I'll be honest, there is quite a bit of programming for younger adults. Mm-hmm. Could it be better? Maybe. But right now our focus is going to be young adults, even through their 40s or 50s, that are just looking to reinvent themselves, because that's such a critical time where you don't want to spend years and years trying to find your footing. You want maybe people to come in who have done it, who have been there, to help guide you. And we want to be that resource for people.
Okay. Now, and we mentioned Hugh Williams, everybody. Hugh Williams is the one that did my son's photos, and you saw those photos were great. So make sure you reach out to him. Now, Van Green says, Chef Danielle, where are you located?
I'm a private chef, so I do private functions. And I really honestly enjoy most doing functions of like 20 to 30 people, that small. It's more intimate. I get to really just make a nice quality meal, many courses, things like that. So right now I'm not located in a particular restaurant or venue. I am private.
So people can actually call you if they want to have a party, dinner party, or event or something?
Certainly.
Okay. All right. And can you give that information, or you want to hold off on that?
They can actually reach out to me through my Facebook page or my Instagram page, and just an initial greeting, and then I'm happy to provide more information. So my Facebook page is actually my first name spelled backwards. So it's Ellenad, ELLE space INAD.
That's cute.
Thank you. And then my Instagram page is simply with an I, not a Y. Mm-hmm. Simply SIMPLI _ Dani, DANI.
Okay. Now, also before we start cooking, what was the criteria that you needed to have to get into this cooking show? Because I love cooking shows, and I love Carla and all the other people. Chef Ramsay, I love Chef Ramsay. So what did you have to do in order to get into this cooking event?
Well, quite honestly, you just had to sign up. Now, I'm sure they had a process on their end as far as vetting which contestants actually made it to that first cut. But for me, it was just a matter of signing up, answering a few questions about my culinary history, and posting some photographs of my work. And that was pretty much it. It was late one night. I saw Carla Hall pop up on my feed, and I was like, "What is this about?" And I took a shot, and that shot has led me to second place. And in 2 days, will determine whether or not I move forward or not. So I need your votes.
In 2 days?
Well, yes, because this is the last week. We are now down to the top 5 contestants. Thursday night at 9 p.m. voting ends. So who knows how close I am? I don't get to know how many votes separates me between second place and first place. So I just need all the votes.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so tell us what we're going to be cooking or sampling tonight. I wish you all were here to sample, but I guess I got to sample it myself.
Yes. I thought I'd do something fun and relatively simple because football season is right around the corner.
Okay.
And we will want to indulge in all of the fun party snacks. And this one is a combination of a healthy and naughty snack. Okay. Like I said, relatively simple to put together. The most challenging part of this is the mise en place, is what we call it in the kitchen. And that is the preliminary work, the cutting, the chopping, and things like that. Yeah. So I'll head over and get started.
All right. Okay. So everybody, make sure that you tag somebody in this video. Let them know that we are on. Let them know that we have the chef here. She's going to be cooking. And we can't wait for the taste test.
Okay, so first I'd like to show you. I'm sorry for walking back.
No problem.
I just want to show you some of the ingredients that we're working with. This is not all of them, but so you can get an idea of what we're doing. Of course, for this recipe and for a lot of recipes, I strongly recommend avocado oil or grapeseed oil. Avocado oil being my primary choice. Tonight I am using olive oil, but just so that you know, avocado oil and grapeseed oil are great choices, and they also have better health benefits than other oils. Just please at all costs try to avoid vegetable oil. Okay. I've got some sea salt, paprika, roasted garlic. This is a blend of roasted garlic and herb, some crushed red pepper, an all-purpose seasoning. This is just onion, garlic, salt, pepper. And then I've got some hot sauce. Any hot sauce that you choose is fine. And also, aside from, any seasoning blend you want to use is fine. I'm more so teaching a technique, and then you can kind of play with it how you choose. When crab prices are good, I would make this easily with crab meat instead of the chicken that I'm going to use. So let me get more into it. As you can see, we have a beautiful bell pepper here. Again, any color bell pepper is fine. It's going to be inside something, so the color really won't matter. A yellow onion or white onion, an avocado, ripe avocado, a lime, a nice jalapeno will be necessary. And then over here, I've got the dipping sauce, which I may just explain to you how to make it. It's really simple, I promise. And then we've got some egg roll wraps. Lately, I've only been seeing the vegan egg roll wraps, but whatever egg roll wraps are fine. But you do want to use egg roll wraps, not tortillas. In my opinion, it just comes out crispier, crunchier, and a little bit lighter on the tummy. So we'll go ahead and get started. Let me grab that chicken.
And we'll just watch you cook.
All right, so I'm going to start with medium heat on my stove top and just a little bit of oil. So let me tell you a little bit about the chicken. You can use any type of chicken. First, let's backtrack. What I'm making for you today is called a Southwestern egg roll. And if anybody has been to that restaurant that does the Southwestern egg rolls, hopefully you'll find that this is a good dupe. So you can use chicken, any type of chicken. If you're more of a whitey person, that's fine. Dark meat, it really doesn't matter because it's going to be so cheesy and so many other veggies and flavors inside that it won't make a difference. I will say even use a cheaper cut. I've used tenderloin before. Just be sure if you use the tenderloin that you pull out that tendon. And those who have worked with tenderloin before know what I mean. And if you haven't worked with it before, you'll remember that you have to remove that thick piece of white tendon that is in the tenderloin pieces of chicken. What I have here tonight are boneless, skinless chicken breasts.
Okay, that sounds good.
And you can marinate the meat beforehand. I will be honest, sometimes, most of the time I would marinate it beforehand, but I did want to show you first how this meat is cut. Because like I said, a lot of what you will be doing for this dish is cutting up things. So here you can see that the meat is very finely cut, not minced. We're not trying to make ground chicken, but we just want nice small pieces of chicken. And of course, we are going to season this. I've already made my seasoning blend. As I discussed, I've got paprika, roasted garlic and herb, crushed red pepper, and an all-purpose seasoning. And I'll just stir this around a little. You see, I use very little oil. Because this is chicken thigh, it's going to produce some fat on its own. And we do not want greasy egg rolls, so use the smallest amount of oil that you can. Turn this up a little bit more. And while this is sauteing, I will add the seasoning. And to start, I put 1 tablespoon of each of those seasonings that I mentioned. And I just shook it around in here. And this is a seasoning blend that I could easily use on something else. So don't feel that if you don't finish it, that it's a waste. Just hold on to it, put it in a container, and you can use it on something else. But I'll probably use most of this during the cooking process. So I have about that much left, but I have a lot of other ingredients to add. And as I add ingredients, I will season them. So while this is going to be a quick cook. Because these pieces are cut so small, this is going to take no time at all to cook. And now let me show you what else we have. I'm not going to add these yet because I want my chicken to cook. I'm going to remove it to a bowl, and then we're going to add some other ingredients. I've got some diced jalapeno, just a small amount. If you have someone eating this, like children who may not be receptive to the heat, leave it out. If you have somebody that in the family that hates corn, leave it out. And this is frozen corn, sweet corn. You can use char grilled corn, like Trader Joe's has a nice one. It doesn't matter because, again, that'll just add to the flavor. This particular one is just a nice sweet corn. Let me stir this around a little bit. Let me show you some more of the ingredients. Also, we're not adding this yet. When we remove the chicken, we'll add these ingredients. I have chopped onion. There's that bell pepper, nice and chopped up. And then we also have black beans.
I love black beans.
Oh, good. And this is just Hannah Bush's black beans. This is the entire can in here, and I've rinsed them.
Okay.
Because you don't want that syrupy black bean that comes out of the can. You want to get rid of that and rinse them off so that you have a nice, you want a creamy egg roll, but you don't want it creamy from black bean juice.
Mm-hmm.
So now I am going to grab that bowl that I didn't grab.
Somebody suggested that you go to my son's new apartment and do a cooking show from over there.
You know what? That was a desire of mine too. It's just to kind of teach people the basics.
Yeah.
I like small, intimate settings.
Right, right. Yeah. That's funny.
So we don't want to overcook the chicken because when we wrap it in the egg roll, it's going to be cooked again.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just turn that off for a second. I'm going to grab my oven mitt. Sorry. Excuse me. And we're going to transfer that to a bowl.
That smells really good, by the way.
It's going to get better, but thank you very much. All right, just so I do not hurt myself. And I'm removing the chicken, but I'm leaving some of the juice that it created, which is a combination of the olive oil and the fat from the chicken thigh. Leaving some of that in here because, and it's okay if there's a little piece of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's no problem. And in fact, I feel like there's so much here. We're gonna put a little more of that in there. So now is when we add our veggies. This is about, technically you would use a whole cup, but because I'm doing this demo, I've got a half a cup here, but just you, if you decide to make this, use a full cup of onion chopped. And
oh, somebody's asking, can you make seafood egg rolls?
yes, and that's what I was saying earlier. Oh, there we go. I was saying earlier, like when crab prices are good, definitely make this. Or you can do it with shrimp. You can do this with anything, even just a nice white fish. It just wants to be something that's going to hold up to all these other vegetables. But absolutely, seafood rolls are excellent. We're going to add some pepper. I won't use all of that. LadyJ, I will clean all this up.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Oh, she said salmon too.
Oh, yep, salmon works. If I don't know how many people are tuned into the videos on TikTok or Instagram, but a lot of fried salmon lately.
Yeah.
And it was something that was unheard of to fry before, but now everybody's frying salmon. So anything can work in here. And then if you're a vegetarian, so shout out to vegetarians out there, you could do this vegan. And instead of a protein, put mushrooms in here.
Oh, okay.
And that would just beef it up a little bit. No pun intended, but it'll make it a little bit more hearty. So now that those have sweated up a little bit, we're gonna add in our beans and our corn and our jalapeno. And we seasoned the chicken, right? So now we have to season the veggies because we want every layer to be delicious, not just one. So I'm going to grab my seasoning, the same seasoning blend that I had before.
You know, that looks like, I love salad. That looks like it could also go in a salad too.
Oh, this? Oh, yes, absolutely.
That looks really good.
And it's always good to taste as you go. You know, grab a little spoon and just give it a taste, because if this layer tastes like nothing, then your end product might not taste like anything. But with all these good flavors, the jalapeno, the pepper, the onion, it's going to taste like something.
Okay. It smells good, so I know it's going to taste good.
And now we're going to add the chicken back in with all those juices, put it all back in there. So although we don't want a wet egg roll, this is going to evaporate when we cook all this together. And then the last thing that I want to add, let me put this in. Oh, excuse me, not the last thing. This is the second to last thing. The next thing we're going to add is the spinach. So see, I've got tons of veggies in here. This is a great way too. When we see the finished product, kids will tear this up, not knowing that there was so much vegetable.
Right.
So we're going to put most of that in there. That's about 2 cups of spinach.
Okay.
And it'll wilt down to almost nothing. Just have to give it a second. And again, because we added another layer with that spinach, we're going to add a little bit more seasoning. Give that a second to work its way down.
Y'all, this smells so good. Oh my goodness. This smells so good.
Thank you. A little more seasoning in there. Another little stir. And once this is done, you will want to let it cool down before you start trying to roll the egg rolls. Okay. But not to worry, I'm going to show you how to roll them because I have another batch here. So we'll let this settle down. But the one last ingredient I wanted to share with you is cilantro. You know, some people love it, some people don't. If you don't like it, don't put it in. But I love it, so we're going to add it. And add quite a bit. Oops, sorry about that. And give that another stir. We can actually turn this heat off because we don't want the chicken to overcook.
Okay.
That'll make it unpleasant. And the chicken is already cooked through. We're just trying to wilt the spinach, and then we will let it cool. You want to add that cilantro last because you don't want to overcook your fresh herbs either. You want them to be nice and bright, and they stay nice and bright if you add them at the end.
Okay.
So,
Got another question.
yes.
Do you make your own duck sauce?
No, I don't make my own duck sauce. I don't. All right. So now what we will do is show you how to roll.
That's what I need to learn because I never, like, I'll do it and it always falls apart. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Is that okay?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over there. I'm going to follow Chef Danielle to the table. This will be a lesson for me, everybody, because I love egg rolls.
Yeah, and how really the key is how much filling you put in.
Okay.
If you put in too much filling, it's gonna lose every time. So it's just easier sometimes to, even at home, just throw on some gloves so you can really get in there. Bear with me one moment.
Does it matter what kind of wraps you use when you do this?
For this particular, well, actually, even for a seafood wrap, I do prefer the egg roll wrappers.
Okay.
I have tried it with the burrito wrappers or the tortillas.
Yeah.
And it comes out fine, but it doesn't come out with that nice crispy outer exterior, which, you know, that's what we want. Nice crunchy exterior. Alright. So here are our wrappers. You don't have to work too quickly. They don't dry out that fast. I wouldn't leave them out for any long length of time, but I'm going to show you how to do a couple of these.
Okay.
You do need some water.
Van, we're going to practice making these. Oh, Van says, she says, I make mine with white wine, orange jam, a little orange juice, honey, and blend it all together.
Oh, the duck
she's talking
sauce?
the duck sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yes, it does. Orange juice, jam. Yeah, that's got to work out nice. Okay. All right, so this is the mixture. Cool down. All the same ingredients that we just made over there. So the first thing we're going to do is grab a wrapper. Well, let me grab this before I forget. And people say, yeah, cheese. Yes, there is cheese. I suggest, please shred your own cheese. I know it takes a couple of extra minutes, but just for the purpose of today, I timed it, and it took 3 minutes to shred 8 ounces of cheese.
Okay.
So, you know, it doesn't take that long, and it comes out much better. So all I'm doing is wetting my finger and wetting the sides of the egg roll wrapper, at all the edges. And then I'm going to take a spoonful. This is a tablespoon in my hand. And that was a heaping tablespoon.
Okay.
And the first thing you're going to do is roll it over like that. Pull it back. So I just kind of rolled it and pulled it back. And then you you tuck your corners. And then I give it one more little dab of water.
Okay, so I missed a couple steps. That's why mine didn't work.
So let's make a couple of more. And then I'll just take a minute to transfer that meat out of that pan, and I'll fry them up so we can see what they look like in the end.
Can they go into an air fryer?
Oh, yes, I'm so glad. Whoever asked that question, thank you. I meant to say, these definitely can go into an air fryer.
Okay, because I have an air fryer.
Yes. Yes. So again, a nice heaping tablespoon. That even might be a little too much. Let's take a little out. And you're going to fold it over, pull it back, tuck it. Now you got,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like an open envelope
Mm-hmm.
at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then you roll and just do another little dab of water and boom.
Oh yeah, I got it now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you make these last couple. And then, I don't know, Lady J, while I get rid of that, dump the food out of that pan so I can fry these up for us. If anybody has more questions, I'm happy to answer those.
Now, Van said when you blend it together, oh, she's talking about the duck sauce. Put the sauce on low heat until it comes to a boil. Then let it sit overnight. It is to die for. Yummy, yummy. It sounds good.
Okay, it does.
Van, you might have to do a cooking show.
Yeah, for real. Last one. And then, if you have extra mix left over and you run out of egg roll wrappers, although this particular company, which again is the only one I've seemed to be seeing lately, I think it has like 18 wrappers or something in it. And that would be enough to make a whole batch of these. But if you did have extra left over, some people say, oh, that's great to throw my eggs in the morning or.
I would do salad, me personally.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, that would be good too.
Because I love salad, so I know I would throw mine on salad.
And then when we lay it in the pan, you always lay it with the seam side down.
Okay.
So that it doesn't open up on us.
Got it.
All right, so I'm gonna switch back over here, and let's see, what can I put this in?
All right, so everybody have that on how to get those egg rolls wrapped. It should be right in the middle. Yeah. It's not there. Oh goodness. Okay.
It's maybe this one here in the sink. Okay, not to worry. We will. I have an idea. Give me one second.
So if you guys want to if you want to call in, or if you want to just keep asking questions in the chat, that's fine too. But hopefully, you're learning something, because I just learned how to do the egg roll. So, hopefully you're learning something from this. But it smells really good. This is something, also they can try with their children at home. This is something that kids could get in on. So, and it's not hard to do. So Danielle, do you just ever go in the kitchen and just create stuff? Like, do you ever think about, like, something comes to mind and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go try that, or you just want to experiment with stuff?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's how it works out. Or I'll get inspired by something. Like I'll see somebody do something, and I'm like, that looks good, but it would look even better if X happened.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. But you see how these would make good game day snacks?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're quick and easy. You can make them ahead of time and freeze them.
Okay. Now that's a good idea for like lunch for work. And freezing a few of them for the week.
And put a little side salad with it, and you've got lunch. So. All right, so now we are going to rinse this and start frying up some egg rolls.
What kind of sauce do you use with your egg rolls?
An avocado crema.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to share with you, how to make it super simple. And actually, I'll explain it now and maybe even explain it one more time at the end. You simply take what is 8-ounce container of sour cream, 1 nice ripe avocado, and then you're going to take 1/4 of an onion, a couple of cloves of garlic. You can get away with 1 clove. I like garlic, so I put more. But about a half of a large jalapeno. So like a jalapeno this size, you just use like half of it. If it's a small jalapeno, use the whole thing. So again, 1/4 of an onion, some garlic, jalapeno. You can put some hot sauce in there, and you just blend it all up. It's that easy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You might need to add a drizzle of olive oil if it's looking a little too thick for you, because you do want it to be a loose, almost a little thicker than a salad dressing. Well, it depends on the salad dressing, but a thicker consistency that it's not dripping off the egg roll. You want it to stick to the egg roll.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So let's get this going again. So, as mentioned, any of the ingredients that don't sit well with you or you don't like, you can omit. Just know that this flavor combination really does work well. So, if you can tolerate it, try it with all of these ingredients.
Yeah, because it looks really healthy.
So again, just a small drizzle of oil. And to make it stretch, just of course. Now this is going to start popping a little bit, so.
Okay.
Because I put the water on there. So
okay.
Let that heat up a little bit. You definitely want to make sure your oil is nice and hot, or else the egg roll is just going to soak up the oil. So make sure your oil is hot.
Oh, somebody said, can you tell us again what you're making?
Southwestern egg rolls. Southwestern egg rolls. So it has your choice of protein. Today we're doing chicken thighs, but you can do any cut of chicken. Just chop it up small. Don't mince it. Don't make it to ground chicken, because it does change the whole texture of the egg roll. But you just want to dice it very small so that you can fit it into the egg roll. It also has onion, bell pepper, black beans, corn, jalapeno. You can add cheese or not. And roll them up. It takes just a few minutes to fry them off. And then you're eating.
All right.
A few more seconds.
And how hot should the grease be? Like, should it be really, really hot?
It should be hot. I wouldn't say really, really hot, because you don't want to. This is going to take it's going to cook so quickly. You don't want to scald it.
Okay.
You just don't want it to sit there and it doesn't sizzle at all, because then it's just sucking up oil.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little sizzle. I would have probably waited a few minutes longer, but I do want to show you that that's what I mean. Like, you just don't want it sitting there sucking up the oil. Now we can hear it sizzling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And y'all, it smells really good. It smells it has a healthy smell to it. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, but it just smells healthy.
And like I said, I mean, you have so much more of the mixture. The pack of egg rolls comes with many more in it. So just keep rolling egg rolls. Like I said, you can freeze them if you're not ready to consume all of them at once, or if you're making other things for game day, at least you know you can get these out of the way early. You just let these do their thing until they get nice and golden brown. GBD, golden brown and delicious. And I just keep moving them around because I don't want them to stick and I don't want them to burn. So. And you want to get all sides. So I don't know if people saw that, but right now it's here, and I literally just, every side has to get sauteed.
Okay. Now, is there? I know you said they don't take long, but is there a certain amount of time that we should be mindful of, like keeping them in there?
One thing, I wouldn't walk away from them.
Okay.
Once you start frying them up, that's why it's good. Just like I had here today, everything was already ready to throw together. Once you get them together, this is when you stand and you wait and you just keep peeking and kind of turning them, because it really just depends on a couple of things. How humid is your environment? How much moisture is in the egg roll? Some people are a little bit heavy-handed with putting water on those edges. All of those things play a factor in how quickly it cooks. But either way, it shouldn't take more than 4 to 5 minutes to sear these up. Make sure you get every side. Now I'm going to the back side. Hopefully somebody has had these from the restaurant that I was talking about. That's not sponsoring us, so we won't say their name. But I love them. Yeah, I love them. And I'm glad that I figured out how to make these, so now I don't have to pay $14 for them. Right. And again, when I say all sides, even if you can, if it's not too hot, try to hold it up and even get those edges. It only takes a couple seconds. You just want them a little bit crispy. And everything's cooked on the inside already, so it's not like you're cooking it for safety. You're just trying to get it crunchy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're looking good.
Everybody smell so good. Oh my goodness. And it's a really, really quick meal.
Yes.
For parties, snacks, anything.
And for a party, one more thing, even though these seem relatively small, like in comparison, let's say, to this pepper, I would still cut them. I would still cut them on a diagonal, and that just stretches it a little bit more. Yeah. Especially if you have other things to eat, which you probably will. All right, I think these are looking pretty good. So I am going to grab here it is. After all this hard work to make them crispy and crunchy, you do not want to lay them on a paper towel. Okay. Because they'll just get soggy. But I'm gonna give these one more spin. And that's what you want, nice and golden brown.
Now I can move closer now that they're not.
Oh yeah, they're not popping.
They're not popping, right?
They're not popping. So just lay them here so the oil can drip. Please do not lay these on a paper towel. And there you are. And like I said, one more time for the dipping sauce. It is super simple. 8 ounces of sour cream. Then you also want this trio. This is not even a half of a white onion. Oh, not even a half of a white onion. Some garlic cloves, as many as you like. Start with one, see how you like it, blend up some more if you want, and then also jalapeno. And you're also going to add the juice of a whole lime. If you're using 8 ounces of sour cream, you want the juice of a whole lime. Just a little tip, some of you may know this already, but if you want to really get the juice out of your lime, just roll, can you see? You just roll it on the counter really hard, basically, as hard as you can, because limes are hard. Yeah. And then when you cut it open, it'll really extract that juice for you. So, yeah. So, again, sour cream, jalapeno, onion, garlic. What did I miss? Onion, garlic, jalapeno, lime, and sour cream. And then, of course, salt and pepper. Please season it. Okay. Please add your salt and pepper. and that'll just make a nice light green dipping sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can always add anything you want to that too. Like if you want to add hot sauce, or if you want to add, I don't know, any other sort of spice or seasoning that you enjoy, add it to the crema.
Okay.
Any other questions? Oh, and I said also before, if your crema is a little bit too thick for whatever reason, just add a little drizzle, not a lot, maybe a tablespoon of olive oil at a time to loosen it up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Another question was like for vegans who don't eat cheese, because you had cheese out.
yes.
What can they do?
Well, there's vegan cheese that you can add. If you want to stay away from vegan cheese, just to give you that essence of cheese, because this is going to be moist on the inside. So you might miss that cheese pull, but if you want the essence of cheese, you can always sprinkle in some nutritional yeast. That gives you that cheesy flavor. But yeah, so either vegan cheese or nutritional yeast would be my suggestions. Or there's also something called Danos. It's a cheesy seasoning. So instead of maybe doing a seasoning blend like roasted garlic and herb, you can do the Danos cheesy seasoning, or find another cheesy seasoning that you can add. Be careful though, because pay attention to if you're adding spices that have salt. These two have salt in them. So you don't want to go whole hog on adding this, because your end product is going to be too salty. Now, something like this, the paprika, the crushed red pepper, well, other than the crushed red pepper potentially burn in your mouth if you add too much, at least it's not going to be too salty. So please just pay attention. If the first or second ingredient is salt, just ease up if you're adding it to everything. Just be cautious.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? Wow, this was good. This was really good.
Thank you.
I think those are all the questions. So sorry, you. Can we taste? Can we taste
Yes.
now?
Yes.
And see what We're going to taste everybody, and then since you're not here, I can tell you exactly what it tastes like. But I love these kind of egg rolls anyway, so I get a little excited with the sauce though. I put too much sauce on sometimes. Thank you. All right, everybody. So I'm going to step in front of the camera over here with Danielle, and I'm going to tell you guys how it tastes. I already know it's going to taste good because it smells good. So let's see. I already know. So we're going to do the taste test. Let's see. Let's see here. Put this over here. There we go. All right.
Careful, it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can feel it. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna step over here. Do we have any sauce that's made?
I didn't pre-make it, but I mean, I can make it real quick.
For guys, it's really good. Wow, Danielle.
A plus.
This is good for real. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna make you some sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna step back so we can make the sauce. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Well, I don't want to say the company that makes it, but it's just as good, if not better, than the company.
Thank you.
Very good. So everybody, and the thing about it is the spinach. Oh my goodness. The spinach is what I'm really tasting. It's so good and fresh. So if you have any questions, anybody put them in the chat. Sorry for me chewing, but this is like really good. So can you tell us how you're making your sauce?
Should I move to a different spot?
I can move over. I can turn around and come where you are.
Is it possible to use your phone?
Sure.
Excellent, because this makes it much easier. Let me slide this out.
Yep, you sure can.
outlet is...
Kitchen outlet over there.
I'm just going to move the whole thing, I think. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on for me 1 second.
These are good, Danielle.
I'm so glad you like it.
I really love like good food, you know?
Oh, yes.
Like good tasting food.
And you know, the other thing, not expensive. Like, okay, we have 1 onion, 1 bell pepper, 1 jalapeno, and 1 jalapeno is going to give me the sauce and the egg rolls.
Oh my goodness. My son would have loved this.
Do we need to press reset?
Very well. Let's see.
Oh.
There you go. Something there.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. So again, we're adding in that sour cream.
Mm-hmm. Over this way.
Some of that cilantro. And LadyJ, I'm going to come this way real quick.
Okay. For me, this is a whole dinner meal by itself. Like, I don't even need anything else.
Yeah, right. There's been plenty of times that I've just had this.
It's really good. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite out of the other one, everybody. I was trying to wait,
but there's 2 more. There's 2 more, so that you can confirm that the sauce is not too terrible.
So,
and where's my? Oh, here it is. Thank you. Okay, so now we have everything else we need. Oh, except for one thing. Remember, we need salt because it's not salted.
Alright,
coming with some sauce. What do you know what? Maybe I can use your salt.
So the next time we do this, guys, if anybody wants to be a taste tester, let me know. I'm actually enjoying it for the moment. You need some?
No.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I'm looking at my own setup here. All right, so just going to add like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We can always add more, but you can't take it away. And because LadyJ, I'm not sure how much garlic you want. We'll just do 2 cloves.
Okay.
And so, like I said, there's the jalapeno, the white onion, and 2 cloves of garlic. And then the juice of a lime.
This is good. And you know what? It's so much better than going out buying food. Like, I'm not a big person that likes to eat out a lot. I like fresh food.
And it's so easy, right? I mean, it's cooking, but it's like not cooking.
Very easy.
Okay, so we got that started a little bit. And you know what? You have to move it. If you can pass me the avocado, please. Oh, and the knife. Oh, actually, this is the unripe one. I'm sorry. I made you pass me for no reason. Let me get the other one.
Now, what if they don't have a blender?
There's another way to do it. It's going to be a little bit, it's going to have larger pieces in it, but you could grate your, like, where's my avocado? Okay. This is the non-ripe one. It'll just have thicker pieces in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you finished. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming.
Yes, this is definitely worth making. Um,
Oh, so anyway, if you had to make it without a blender, so what you could do is grate your garlic into the sauce using a grater. So whether that's the finer side of a cheese grater,
mm-hmm.
just take a clove of garlic and just grate one clove into it. Because we're using raw garlic, we really don't want to overpower with the garlic flavor. So just use one clove to start.
Okay.
Here we go. I'll use one clove to start. Taste it for salt,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can always add more if you need to. So right now I'm just, oh, that was perfect. Fell right out. Adding in our avocado.
Anybody have any more questions? Go ahead and put them in the chat.
And I'm going to trouble you for one more thing. A spoon.
Sure, right there.
Right here in front of me?
Right there.
Oh, she got fancy spoons, y'all. She literally has gold spoons.
I'm extra, everybody. It's good? Okay.
Okay. You're going to need any more salt or anything?
Okay.
Let me get you a...
So, y'all, we're going to try this. Okay, we're going to try this. It looks good. We're going to try this sauce, this dipping sauce. Okay. Eric, you should have been here. I told my son to stay, but he said, no, I got to go, Mom. Okay. All right.
And so, get you some more egg rolls.
We'll try the dipping sauce. All right, everybody. So, let me... I'm going to turn the camera around this way. And I'm going to step into the camera a little bit. And y'all, I'm going to actually try this. I want to smell it. Oh, it smells good. Everything smells so fresh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What? You got to go through the ingredients again for me because it doesn't taste like what you put in it.
And it's so
really
simple.
Doesn't.
So just sour cream.
Oh my goodness.
A quarter of an onion, jalapeno,
Okay.
garlic. Raw garlic is in there, and that's giving it some bite too.
Mm-hmm.
Lime juice.
Oh my goodness.
And salt.
Y'all, I'm not even joking. This is so good. And you know how people say stuff and they be like, oh, it tastes so good. No, this is really good.
Yay.
Like, oh my goodness. Like, this sauce is amazing. Wow. I'm going to get out the camera. So she can finish doing her thing.
That's it. That's it. I mean,
wow.
That took us all of, like I said, the chopping. Obviously, you guys didn't see me do the chopping part, but really we just chopped an onion, a bell pepper, and a jalapeno. The beans obviously don't need chopping. The corn doesn't need chopping. And so, the cilantro, and you have to chop the cilantro. But if you allow yourself a few minutes to chop those things nice and fine, those egg rolls will roll right up for you. And again, you can put them in the air fryer. You can use seafood instead of poultry. You can use beef instead of poultry.
Mm.
We've done cheesesteak egg rolls before.
Mm. This is good. Oh my goodness. I'm supposed to be doing the show. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second.
Well, I'm glad you love them.
Let me tell y'all something. This is like, it's really good because I love fresh food. You can taste the freshness in it. That's the thing. Like, it is, this sauce is amazing.
Good.
This is really, really good. Like,
and it's not too spicy because we just used a half a jalapeno. I mean, if you want to put the seeds in, I think most of the seeds, I did remove some of the seeds because I wasn't sure what your heat tolerance was. But if you like it hot, add some hot sauce. Add the seeds of the jalapeno.
But it doesn't even taste
hot.
Pepper. It doesn't taste hot at all.
Okay.
That's the thing. And it's really good. Yeah, I'm dipping into the sauce. Like,
she is. With them gold spoons.
This is good. Okay. So, I don't know what else you want to tell them.
But please, I mean, you see Lady J's reaction. I just want to be able to get good, healthy, easy food out to people so that they know that it doesn't have to be intimidating. So please vote for me. Okay. And if you can set your phone to vote for me daily, so you can vote every 24 hours. So if you vote at 8 p.m. today, you can't vote until 8 p.m. tomorrow. So if you try earlier, it's going to say no, but please try again. Or just know, keep in the back of your mind, it is literally every 24 hours, but you can vote daily. And if you are so inclined to donate a few dollars, even if it's less than $5, you're helping, again, with the equitability, the sustainability of the hospitality industry, which is an industry I've been a part of for over 25 years. My life has been in hospitality in different arenas, but it's always been in hospitality. And those are my people. So we want to make sure that we're looking out for one another. I know we're all going through a challenging time, and I'm always praying for everybody. So when we can, if we can donate a little bit, please let's do that. But at the very least, please do your daily free vote. We'll find out on Thursday if I go from second position to the first. And hopefully big things will come beyond that. So keep your eyes out. I'm learning social media more and more so that I can get information out to people. But like Lady J said, it's healthy, it's fresh. It doesn't make you feel guilty, even though we fried it. We pan-sauteed it. We used minimal oil.
It's not heavy.
Was it greasy?
It wasn't greasy.
It wasn't greasy.
It was. Let me tell you, this was dinner for me. This was really, really good. Like, I mean, really good. Oh my goodness. Like, did you make up the sauce yourself, or?
Pretty much.
Wow.
It's an avocado crema. There's other recipes out there. I'm not going to say that I'm the first one.
Yeah.
But I didn't take anybody's recipe. I just started thinking, well, sour cream has that tangy kind of bitterness that you like. The avocado is nice and fatty.
Yeah.
So you can skip using mayo.
Right.
And then lime is just so delicious. Why not?
Yeah.
So, and then onion is good in everything. Garlic is excellent in everything. So that's one of those things that you were asking me earlier. Yeah. Do you just start thinking about things?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, that avocado crema would be good. But there's a different sauce I would use if I put crab meat in this.
Okay.
It would be more like a remoulade.
Okay.
So that's a whole nother type of sauce. But this one with the corn and the beans, the avocado crema
This was like, it was perfect. Like, when you taste it, it was like, it didn't need salt. It didn't need anything. Like, it was perfect. And it wasn't hot. It wasn't like spicy. Even though you put the jalapeno in it wasn't spicy at all. But anyway, guys, make sure that you vote and tell them where they can go and vote again. I want to put this, I need to put this in the chat.
It does have to be my designated link.
Okay.
And when you open that designated link, and I can send it to you later.
Okay, yeah.
When you open my designated link, you'll see my face.
Okay.
So that's how you'll know that you are voting for me and not someone else. Of course, I wish everyone else the best of luck that's in the competition, but come on, guys, we want to take it. We want this.
I actually know two people. I know two people personally, and I found out like a couple weeks ago that they're in the contest as well.
Wow.
Yeah, they're in it too. So I wish everybody well. Like, this is something that, I always talk, because it's important for you to, if you feel like it's something that you can do, go after it. Go after it. The worst thing that can happen is that you don't win, but hey, you did it. Like, you got to second place. So that is so amazing.
Crazy.
Like,
Yes.
that's awesome to go to second place with all of these people. That I saw a lot of people entered it. So, for you to be in second place, that's really good.
Insane.
But I can tell. Did they have to taste your food?
No, I just sent pictures.
Oh,
and
wow.
I had to answer some, like I said, I had to answer some questions about my culinary experience.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, everybody, this is Chef Danielle. Take a good look at her. Take a good look. You might see her on the magazines, on TV, everything, and make sure that you go back. I'm telling y'all, go back and try this recipe. Like, it's good. And it's something you can actually do with your children too. It can be a fun thing to do for your children. So listen, that was good, Danielle. I wasn't expecting it. It was really good.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
It was really
thank you
good.
so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. Yeah. So, guys, listen. Again, I'm going to put all of her information. I'm going to attach it to this video so you all can go and vote. Remember, it's a couple more days. Make sure you go and vote. Follow the instructions. Read. Make sure that you do what you need to do to get her up there to first place. All right, everybody. So go right ahead.
And one more thing. So you will see denominations already listed, like $5, $10, $20. You have to scroll beyond that if you wanted to do a smaller amount of a contribution. Again, everything helps. We greatly appreciate you. One last announcement. My fiance, like I said, Hugh Williams _ photography on IG. We are doing a bridal show happy hour at the end of the month on Saturday, July 29th from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. 700 Light Street. It is a new vibe on a bridal show. Don't think traditional bridal show in a mass center somewhere with a slew of people. This is going to be intimate. 20 vendors, a combination of photographers, makeup artists, bartenders, etc. Please, a young lady that does custom clothing. So please come on out. Please show some support. These are all small local businesses. Please show your support. It's $8. You can get tickets on Eventbrite. When you search on Eventbrite, just type in bridal show happy hour. But we'll link that too. We'd love to see you down there. You'll see me there. You'll see, again, 19 other vendors that are ready and willing to give you good service and great business. So thank you so much.
Awesome. I'm going to give you a hand since nobody's here. I'm going to do it too. Coco, give her a hand. Coco's over the cake. Look at Coco. See? Coco, there you go. That's right. Coco's giving her a hand too, everybody.
Coco needs an egg.
So thank you so much for coming on and sharing all of your talent. So we have to have you back to find out, what the final results
Pray
were.
for me, y'all.
Yeah, so we can talk about it. Yes. But y'all, don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. It'll be up in the in the description box.
Yes.
You'll be able to see all of her information and how to vote. All right, everybody, have a good night.
See you on the 29th.
See ya. Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power. I'm like, why are my egg rolls falling apart? So now I know how to make the egg rolls.
Was it the way you roll it or the water?